come all of a sudden it's okay to lecture everyone about everything all the time, every day? Greetings and welcome to Here's What I Heard, the home of the Talk to Me America show, where the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is. 7 p.m. Central Time, Thursday evenings. I'm ldghwih, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. Please support the channel. All my links are below. Click on some of them, will ya? And don't forget to share. Let's start helping people today, shall we? Here's kind of a weird one from the UK. My 20 female, boyfriend 21 male, wants to break up with me over a plastic bag. What do I do? Again, that sounds rather petty, and again, here's another one that sounds kind of made up. Let's see about it. My boyfriend and I have been dating for a few months. We went to the supermarket 3 days ago to get some groceries. I forgot to bring a bag home from home, so I decided to get a bag from the store. He was planning on staying the night at mine, and I got a few groceries that I was going to cook for dinner because he doesn't cook, and some other stuff for me. We get to the checkout, and I end up forgetting to pay for the plastic bag. My boyfriend got mad at me and made me carry the bag through the town. Okay. We end up going into a clothing store, and I kindly ask him if he could hold the bag while I try on something. And he responded with, "I don't carry bags for thieves," and told me to put the bag down and go try on the clothes. Wow, she forgot to pay for the bag. Okay. And he's treating her like this. Let's see how this ends up. I did that, and when we got to the queue for the checkout, I was looking at the accessories they sell by the queue. My boyfriend then turns to me and asks, "Are you gonna steal that too? Because you like stealing things, 'cause you're a thief." He was very loud when he said this, enough for other people to hear. This store was really busy, and I used to work here as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, that doesn't sound good. I felt so humiliated, I quickly paid for my stuff and rushed home. I was wearing new shoes that day and got blisters on my feet that were very sore and were bleeding. Well, I would imagine that would emphasize the situation, at least the stress. The bag was quite heavy, and that didn't help either. When we got home, he asked me, "Have you learned your lesson yet? Are you gonna pay for the bag the next time?" I was extremely upset by the whole situation, so I brought it up to him today, and how I felt really belittled and humiliated. His response was that he didn't care about the bag. If he really cared about the bag, he would have reported me to the security of the store. Yeah, actually, I think that the store probably would have caught it too if it was that big of a deal. He said it was the principle of not taking something that's not yours. It sounds like an accident. What the heck? I understand where he's coming from, and he did apologize for making fun of me in the clothing store. Okay. I tried to express why it made me so upset yesterday, but he kept bringing up the bag, and he said that he'd make me carry it again if I didn't pay for it. The bag was 30p. That's why I say this is from UK, 30 pence. Yeah, like I say, I can see him teasing her about it. "Oh, you didn't pay for the bag, I'm gonna tell, yeah." But he really, almost like he was fat shaming her or something. I felt like he wasn't listening to me, and he said that I wasn't understanding the real problem. He ended up getting frustrated and walking home at 3 a.m. because he thought it was for the best, and we both needed some space. Yeah, I would have needed some space from him if he was like that. That's such a petty thing. In all honesty, I think this is silly, and I don't know if I should break up with him because of how this all turned out. Any advice? Well, actually, to be honest, it sounds like he just broke up with you. But if not, it really, from what you said and from how intense he was over this very petty matter, and how he treated you over it, he's looking for a way out. Either that, or he's looking to see how much you'll put up with. You might be looking at a quite the narcissist here, because, yeah, he's coming from the right place as far as not stealing the bag, but let the punishment fit the crime, right? What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Have you ever encountered anything like this? Sometimes adding a new friend to a already established friend group can have disastrous results. Let's see what happens here. Am I the a-hole for being friends with someone my friend's new girlfriend does not like? Boy, that's confusing. Put it this way, family confusion isn't bad enough. Now you're doing it with friends? My friend's new girlfriend. Okay. My husband and I were very close with another couple. We'll call them Bob and Kate. Okay, cool. Bob and Kate split up a year ago. I'm sorry to hear that. And though their breakup was messy, we've maintained close friendships with both of them separately. Great! That's very rare to do. Throughout the years, Kate and I have become very close, and I consider her one of my best friends today. Fantastic. I'm glad that you got her through all of that. I'm glad you were able to help them get through all of that, not take sides, etc., etc. That's very hard to do. Fast forward to today, Bob has a new girlfriend. That was bound to happen. Much younger. Uh-oh. Okay, the rebound girlfriend. Here we go. Let's call her Edna. I'm sorry, but that is not a young person's name. Bob and Edna have been together for a few months. Man, that doesn't even flow. Wow. I'm not a fan, but not necessarily because of my loyalty to Kate. Okay, that's great. You are a very rare person. If this is true, you're a very rare person. Edna and I are simply not the same kind of person, and we have different values and interests. That's fine. I don't care about that. I have been kind and friendly with her in our few interactions. Okay, so you're saying that this is not somebody that you would just openly choose to hang out with, which is fine, but you've been kind nonetheless. You haven't been a jerk about it or anything, so yeah, okay. So far, no, you're not the a-hole. So imagine my surprise when Edna responded to my recent Instagram story where I was out at Sunday brunch with several girlfriends, including Kate. She responded with one word: awkward. AWKRD. Really? Who spelled it wrong? You or her? Awkward. I left a question mark, and she left me an essay in response saying that she doesn't understand how I'm friends with Kate. Well, that's too bad, isn't it? Why are you sitting around thinking about that in the first place? Shouldn't you be paying attention to Bob? I left a very neutral response stating that I am friends with both and that I am not God and can't judge what happened between Bob and Kate. Good answer. Okay. Edna then came at me, in parentheses, she says, I'm not exaggerating, she came at me with a dictionary and a thesaurus. To quote a girlfriend, I love that quote. I'm going to use it when someone lectures me online the next time. With a barrage of messages that spanned an hour. Wow, did you really read it, all of that? Or was she just kept hitting return? She'd write a paragraph, hit return, write a paragraph.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Wow, she's already obsessed with you. Okay. I wonder why. She essentially told me that she questioned... You did read it! Okay, she essentially told me that she questions my judgment, which, okay, you have the right to do that, but it still doesn't make much difference. Says I'm wrong, which... That's a subjective statement. That I don't care about Bob. Again, a subjective statement, something that you have... Actually, it sounds like she's trying to project that onto you. She doesn't really care about Bob either. That my friendship with Kate disturbs her soul. My friend, are you even in touch with your soul? This is an exaggeration that is ridiculous, actually, okay? And makes her feel awkward. Now we know where the awkward came from. Let me guess, this new girl has some kind of unnatural coloring in her hair. And yeah, that's something you're gonna have to deal with. Okay, if you're gonna be in a relationship with someone who has had previous relationships, which is probably just about everybody on the earth, unless you catch them in high school. So yeah, you better get used to the awkward, because people don't all like each other, as you can see. And of course, it gets even more awkward when you start waggling your finger at somebody. Makes her feel, and that even she knows it's wrong at her age. Okay, this is one time I don't think well, yeah, actually, the quotes are ironic. At her age, she's already, with that one little quote right there, she let you know that she knows that she's younger than you are, and she probably shouldn't be telling you all of this stuff, but even at her age, at your age, you should know better. I'm younger than you, and I know this stuff. Excuse me, but no, you don't. You have not lived through any of this stuff, and the fact that you saw somebody in your new boyfriend's past on someone else's site and it made your soul hurt tells me that you have a problem. You have a problem. And maybe it's just because maybe you are a narcissist. You're going to try and start separating Bob from everybody, and this is the way to start it. I didn't answer. Okay, that's good, because yeah, put it this way. If she took that much time, used that much effort, and gave you that much negative feedback, then there's no calming this person down. There's gonna be no talking to her. That was way out of line. First of all, she doesn't know you guys hardly at all. She probably doesn't know Kate at all, which is fine. And again, she's trying already to like own Bob and own all of his friends and everything. I would try and back away as fast as I possibly can. I also think I might let Bob know about this too. Because, if Bob and Kate have kids, there wasn't any mention of any kids, but if Bob and Kate have kids, there's going to be a lot of awkward moments if Edna sticks around. This is the one part of it that I'm really confused with, because you made the right decisions, you've been on the high ground, but you still doubt yourself after you were lectured by this teenager. I'm still so confused as to how this new girl would feel so brazen to attack me and tell me how to live my life. That's just the way they are right now. I like to say, you made the right decision when it came to not trying to argue with her. She can just, fade off into the sunset as far as I'm concerned. That said, I'm not above self-reflection, and I would like some feedback onto this unnecessary drama. And you just answered your own question right there. Unnecessary. Which means, Bob, you're welcome to come over, but your girlfriend makes it
just awkward.
Turn the tables on these people that think they have the high ground and can tell everybody how to live at their age. What does my audience think? Let me know down in the comments. I do hope you enjoyed my video today. Thanks so much for visiting me once again, and what do you think of these scenarios? Let me know if you like what I'm doing here. Don't forget, every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time, the Talk to Me America show, where the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is. Please support the channel. All my links are below. Click on some of them, will ya? And don't forget to share. And remember, LDG is here to help. Until next time, AMF.